Hi Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am here with my second layout for the Starlet January Scrap Stash Kit Club. And I'm going to use this paper. It's from EK Success and it is a really old paper. I just recently got this probably about a year ago off of someone from Craigslist. And I liked the stripes, so I'm going to use that as my mat on the photo. And the photo might look familiar to those of you who watch all my videos on my channel. If you watched my December daily, you would have noticed this picture. I used this picture on one of the days, but I printed it out in color first, which is this picture, and then when I went to go do the page, I decided it kind of clashed with the page, and so I printed it off in black and white instead. So I wanted to document this moment because it was kind of a funny little moment in life, and so I thought this picture would be fun to do. So here I am trying to figure out where I want to place that silhouette cut. I had that previously cut out. I think I cut that out like a long time ago, probably like a year ago. I sat down and cut out a bunch of silhouette cuts, and then I just kind of put them to the side, and I haven't used some of them yet, and so I pulled this one out for this kit. I'm going to use these two Marsala colored, kind of the reddish brown on the background, and then I'm going to use this blue, light blue color paper right next to the photo, kind of as an extra layer. I had this wood veneer, and it's actually just a wood piece, I guess. It's not really a wood veneer. And I am going to put it up there on the top, and I thought maybe I should put one of these little brads in through the hole where the string was coming out of, where the twine is coming out of. And I liked that red one, so I put that one there. And I'm going to start gluing these things down so they don't keep moving around. And I have that Studio Calico ampersand, but I decided to put that away. It wasn't going to work on this layout. Now I'm going to glue down this silhouette cut, and I'm just going to put it right there. And I'm really liking how this is looking. I'm thinking that I need to do a little cluster right there next to the arrow. And so I pulled out this We Are Memory Keepers little chomper thing. I don't know what you call those. I have a crocodile, but I don't think you call those ones crocodiles because those ones are special. And so I just end up using my scissors because my crocodile and the little chomper thing weren't able to reach over far enough on the layout. And now I'm just putting down some washi tape to cover up the metal rings that go in the back. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use for journaling. And I pull out that Chamel pen, those two Chamel pens, and then also this burgundy Stampin' Up marker. And so I'm just writing these out, and I decide on using that blue Chamel pen. And I was just going to toss away that paper. I just wrote I love you 3 different times on that piece of paper. But then I was like, wait a minute, I could just post it down here on the bottom of the layout and that looks normal. Like, I thought that was really cute. So I thought about using these little alpha. They were a chipboard alpha from Crate Paper, I think. But it was a really, really old alpha, like probably 6 years old at least, and it was really big, so it didn't actually fit down there. I pulled out one of these Studio Calico flares, and I put it up there in the left-hand corner. And now I'm just trying to figure out which alpha I want to use for my title. I had to undo that red brad because it was kind of in the way, and I wanted to put this little scallop piece down there to put my title on. And then I put the brad back in and had to recover the backs of them. And I'm still trying to figure out which alpha I want to use for the title. I pull out this blue, and the title's going to be Dancing Machine. And this blue one is kind of small, but the other alphas that I had pulled for this kit were really, really huge compared to these small ones. So the big, huge ones weren't going to work, and so I just end up using these small blue ones. And Tinian is there with me right now. He came in and wanted to help me out, so he was putting down some of the letters, being my little helper. And this is actually Tinian in the photo too. He thought it was so cool that I was scrapbooking a photo of him. I think that's probably the biggest reason why he wanted to sit down and help me. So I thought that was way cute. So I'm just going to place the title down there on the very bottom of that scallop piece. And like I said, it's called Dancing Machine, and the reason why I had it be that is because Tinian, if you can see in the picture, he's got his hands up, and he's kind of blurry, at least his hands are, because he's dancing to the music. We were in Taco Bell eating lunch one day in December, and I just thought it was so cute. He just started dancing and singing along with the music and making up his own music and everything, and I just thought it was so stinking cute, and so I snapped a picture of him dancing, and it was just way cute. So here I'm trying to figure out what else I want to do with this layout. So I pulled out this Amy Tangerine Happy Place stamp, and I'm thinking that I'm going to put that up there at the top. So I'm looking for a stamp pad that I want to use, and I like this white one. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the white and then just have it be really light. But for some reason, the Stays On White wasn't working. I think I need to get some more of the liquid to put on it. So I start putting that all up there on the top, and I did it 4 different times, and I didn't really like how that looked, but I was just like, okay, I mean, I guess, whatever. So it kind of looked just a little weird, so I kept going, and I just had a whole lot of fun with that. And I actually end up covering it up because I just don't like how it looks at all. So now I'm cleaning the stamp, and Tinian is sitting there looking at some of my other stamps, which is making it a little bit difficult, but I guess not too bad. So now I was thinking about doing the journaling, but then I'm like, well, it looks kind of bare there, and I don't think I have that much to say, so I didn't think I could use up the whole space. So now I'm trying to figure out what else I want to put in that area, and I'm thinking about making a little... Oh, I guess I wasn't doing that. Sorry. I pulled out this paper, which is the paper that I matted the photo on, and I decide that I'm going to cover up that very top part and put that paper there. So I glue that down, and I really like how that looks. And then I'm going to also put it at the bottom as well. So I had to peel off that little strip of paper that I did that said I love you on it. And then I'm just going to glue it down on the bottom and put that I love you paper strip down there again. And I turn it into a banner. And I'm really liking how this is turning out. So now I'm trying to figure out what else I'm going to put here in that area. And I had this bag that was from a Studio Calico kit that had embellishments in it. And I had thrown it in the kit because I thought, oh, maybe I could use this somehow. And so I'm going to use that on this layout. And I had these 2 strips of paper that were just scraps. And so I'm going to use those and this little red arrow. I think that came from a Project Life card from a Studio Calico kit. So I'm going to glue that together and then poke 2 holes in it, and I'm going to put some twine. And then I'm just going to tie it together, and that is going to be my little journaling card. I pull out some enamel dots. And I'm just trying to figure out what colors go best with this layout, and then I'm going to place them down. Now I'm going to do some journaling, and I pulled out a scrap piece of that blue paper to make sure that this marker would work, and I was actually going to use the Chamel blue color, but it didn't show up very well. So I just pulled out this black pen, and I believe I got this at Michael's for $1. It was like in their dollar area or whatever. Then I misspell something, I think, or I just didn't write it out nicely, and so I had to cover it up because it just bothered me too much. I don't know if you can tell, but I think I wrote a cursive F and it just did not look pretty, like I messed up on it. So I just covered it up with a piece of scrap paper and then moved on. Excuse me. Now I'm done with the journaling. And I pull off this sticker that says wonderful, and I put it up there on that wood veneer strip. Then I'm going to glue down that pocket, which I forgot to do. And then I'm going to use some of these other stickers from this sheet. I'm going to cut up this one that says laugh on it because it was just a little too big, and I'm going to put the extra piece down there at the bottom by that little I love you, I love you, I love you banner. And now I'm just going to place some of these stickers around the layout. And that one I cut in half thinking I would just put it underneath the little bag, and then I decided I didn't want it underneath it, so I had to put it back together. I decided to make a little flag and, well, a couple different flags and put them underneath the Take Note flare badge. And so I am just going to situate those. It's going to take me a couple tries to situate them the way that I want. And then I'm going to start putting down a few of the smaller little stickers. And then I'm going to pull off some of the big circles and place a couple of those on there. And then that is the end of this layout. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.